Marari. My first impression of Fuyu might have been wrong after all. If Fuyu were just a little bit more honest and less offensive, she might actually make a pretty good housemate. Upon returning to the cabin, Fuyu and I are greeted by the delicious smell of home cooking. Awaiting us in the kitchen is Marari, who seems to have just finished cooking as we return. Without wasting any time, Marari greets the two of us, places 3 bowls on the table, and invites us over to eat. This is so good. Nothing like a hot meal to play around in the snow. Playing around? I thought the two of you were going to check the terrain. No, I wasn't playing exactly. It was more like a grudge match. A grudge match? Between whom? Relax, Marari, that's just for you acting tough. We were having a snowball fight, that's... Ain't enough out of you. Fuyu covered my mouth within a fluster. Unfortunately for Fuyu, she's already far too late. A snowball fight? How marvelous. Oh, how I wish I could have joined you. I pulled Fuyu's hand away from my mouth and smiled wryly at Marari. Sorry, we didn't mean to go off and have fun without you. Oh no, I'm not blaming you. In fact, I'm pleased the two of you were getting along so well. Getting along? Who's getting along? I was simply defending my honor, that's all. You were getting your ass kicked, says the grown man who was begging for mercy. What? Bleh. Fuyu sticks her tongue out towards me and then returns to eating her lunch. Sighing in defeat, I pick up my fork and start to do the same. After taking a few bites, I realize that I'm being watched. As I raise my head, I find that Marari still isn't eating. Instead, she's simply watching me eat, with a satisfied look on her face. Aren't you going to eat as well? It can't be that interesting to just watch us eat. Oh, but it is. It brings me great joy to watch others enjoy my cooking. Is that right? Do you cook for others often? No, I'm afraid not. I've been practicing for years, but it's rare for me to get the chance to feed anyone. Oh, right. You said something about undergoing training before. But if you never get the opportunity to put your skills to use, what's the point of training? They will be put to use. Really? When was that? Seconds. Before I can finish speaking, Fuyu thrusts her bowl between Marari and I. As I glance at the bowl, I realize that there's still a small amount of food left on the bottom, and Fuyu is chewing as she speaks. Oh yes, right away. Gosh, Fuyu, you never fool, are you? Nope. I need all the energy I can get in order to do my job. So feed me well, princess. It's just for your own benefit. Of course, I'll get right on that. Watching the conveniently timed interaction between the two, I realize that Marari doesn't want to talk about the subject we were discussing any further. And for my part, I'm happy to drop the matter. I don't need to know every aspect of the girl's life. If there are things they don't want to tell me, it's perfectly fine. As long as the three of us can get along together, that's fine. The finer details can be happily forgotten. Shortly after the girls and I finish eating, I sit down with the two of them and face them with a serious look on my face. For all my optimistic thoughts about the three of us getting along without sweating the details, there is one matter which we must still discuss. Alright girls, it's time to talk about your plan. Our plan? Our plan for what? Both wolf girls tilt their heads in unison at my vague question. Your plan to get home. It may not be possible to get through right now, but you're going to need some kind of idea of how to get back home. I mean, I won't tell you to get out right this minute, but surely you aren't planning on staying here forever. Of course not. Who would want to stay in his human cabin? Rest assured, Princess, I'll find a way to get us back home in no time. Is it really necessary for us to go back? Let's see. I only know that one path over the side of the mountain, but there should be others. I guess I should start to go out scouting for a little while each day and familiarize myself with the area. Human, how well do you know this area? A week ago, I would have said I knew it well, but after the weather we've had recently, I can't really say. So the human is useless as expected. I guess it's up to me after all. You're quite a rude little girl, you know that? Pay no mind to Mirari's sullen mood, Fuyu and I continue to talk about the landscape surrounding us and possible paths back to the girl's den. Unfortunately, our talk is for naught, with so much having changed in such a short period of time. My knowledge of the area is useless, and so is my map. For the time being, all we can do is sit tight. As night rolls around, I decide that it's time to take a bath. Thankfully, while drinking water isn't exactly abundant out here, there's no shortage of water suitable for bathing. Grab some snow, wait for it to melt, filter it, and then you have a cold shower. Alright, I'm going in for a bath. Don't do anything bad while I'm busy bathing. What are you accusing us of? Just go and clean yourself already, smelly human. Well, I can't say I didn't ask for that. Fucking cold bath. Where in your fucking cabin is this? Having grabbed a change of clothes and a towel, I head into the bathroom. I run the water for a few seconds in order to give it time to warm up. While it's doing that, I strip down and prepare to enter the bathtub. A warm bath in the middle of the frozen wasteland. As far as guilty pleasures go, this one is pretty hard to beat. I sink into the bathtub and let out a deep sigh as the water slowly covers more and more of my body. Once the water is up to my chest, I turn the tap off and lay back. Come to think of it, I wonder if the wolf girls use baths like this. Aurora seems to know her way around a house, so it wouldn't surprise me if she did. Fuyu, on the other hand, I could totally see her licking herself clean in the middle of the living room. No, don't picture that. Don't picture either of those things. Those girls are guests in this house, and I can't be thinking of them that way. My expression falls as I think about the girl's situation. While I'm willing to let them stay with me if it's just for a little while, I understand that I'm ultimately doing them no favors. If I kick them out now, they'll likely freeze to death or die of starvation. If I let them stay too long, they'll wind up getting used to life here, and they'll be unable to rejoin their pack. Surprisingly delicate matter. Before I can sink too deeply into my own thoughts, I unexpected sandwiches in my ears. As I turn to see what's causing disturbance, what I find is... that. Mirari. Mirari averts her gaze as she walks towards me, clad in nothing but a towel. Instinctively, I turn away, however, as Mirari draws closer, I find myself stealing glances at her once more. Mirari, what are you doing in here? If you want to take a bath, you can do so after I finish. I lean forward in order to cover up as Mirari continues to come closer. The moment I do, Mirari slips into the bathtub behind me, resting her soft body against my back. Mirari! I know this isn't much, but please. Mirari finally speaks. The next moment, she pulls her body back, and I can instead feel her delicate hands gently rubbing my back. I do not possess your strength, Topsy, nor do I share Fuyu's wit or courage. Wit is debatable. I don't know the side of the mountain very well. Even if I did want to go back home, I wouldn't be much help. It seems like no matter what I do, I'm just a nuisance. As Mirari voices her frustration, she begins to rub her harder. That's why, if there's anything I can do, please don't hesitate to ask. Cooking, cleaning, washing your body for you. If it's something that's within my power, I'll do it. Mirari. My heart sinks as I contemplate Mirari's words. Even without knowing the full story behind Mirari's current situation, I'm aware of just how powerless she feels. Oh, excuse me. In the short time that she's been here, all I've heard from Mirari is how she appreciates what I've done for her, and how she doesn't want to leave. She really isn't making it easy for me to evict her. Mirari, I'm glad you feel that way, but you really don't need to go this far. Go this far? I don't understand. All I'm doing is watching your back. Is that strange? Fuyu and I watch one another all the time. No, but you and Fuyu are both girls, and we've known each other for a long time, right? But I'm... Mirari tilts her head with a smile on her face. It seems that bathing with a near stranger isn't as extreme of an act for the wolf girl as it is for me. Huh, maybe bathing together is some kind of half-wolf custom. Just because it isn't common for humans, it doesn't mean there's something weird about it. Alright, do as you please. Yes, thank you very much. No, you really don't need to go so far as to thank me. Smiling from ear to ear, Mirari picks up a bar of soap, lathers her hands, and begins to rub my back once more. While she's rubbing my back with her bare hands, I occasionally feel something else slap against my back. Heavy but soft, the feeling of only lasts for an instant, but it seems like every few seconds the sensation reappears once more. This is no good. Even if Mirari is okay with this, a guy only has so much self-control. So, Mirari, how's life with the rest of your pack? It's fine, I guess. If this continues, you and Fuyu seem pretty close. Have you been friends since childhood? In a way. Damn it, Mirari, I'm trying to strike up a conversation here. For whose sake do you think I'm asking these questions? Doing my best to suppress my own instincts, I pitch a few more topics, all of which Mirari shoots down. Thankfully, before long... Okay, that ought to do it. You're done? Uh-huh. Your back and shoulders are all nice and clean. All that's left now is at the front. Mirari points between my legs. Alright, let me just... Wait, what? Do you want me to get up and move to your front, or would you like to turn around? I'd like to know what the hell's going on. I quickly cover my crotch with my hands as Mirari starts to swim around behind my back. What are you doing, Topsy? I can't watch your front like this. You don't need to. Really, you've done enough already. I'll do the front myself, okay? Mirari shakes her head. That won't do. I said that I would wash you, didn't I not? I can't just stop halfway through. But I'm a man. You shouldn't touch a man like this unless I'm what? I don't know how to respond. Mirari's innocence is just too much for me to bear. How could I possibly convey to this girl the magnitude of what she has proposed? Fine, I understand. I'll give him a try to wash your front. For now. Breathes a sigh of relief and Mirari takes pity on my poor soul. However, now that I'm done washing you, it's your turn to do me. Huh? I turn around to find Mirari exposing her bare back to me. It seems that it's time for me to return Mirari's favor by washing her back just like she washed mine. Okay, I can do this. I'm just washing her back, that's all. There's nothing sexual about this. Besides, I've seen Mirari's naked body before. This won't be any different than the time when I dressed her. I'll grab some soap, wash Mirari's back, and that will be the end of it. Setting my plan into motion, I rub a bar of soap between my hands, put it back down, and place my hand on Mirari's shoulders. Sorry, I was just... No, it's okay. You're just doing what I asked you to do. I apologize for scaring you, I was just surprised. Surprised? Place my hand on Mirari's shoulder once more. Mirari shakes slightly but doesn't yelp or move away. Taking a deep breath, she tries her best to remain calm as I move my hands lower down her back. Yes, even knowing that you were going to touch me, it still felt nervous. The only male I have ever bathed with was my father, and that's when I was too young to remember anything. You're the first male outside of my family whom I have ever bathed. You're also the first male to see my naked body and to touch me in such a familiar manner. It seems like you're taking all of my first Topsies. I gulp hard as I listen to Mirari's words. My hands tremble as I caress her back, and I continue to grow more conscious of the feeling being transmitted back to me. Mirari's soft skin, completely different to my own, turns faintly white as my fingers press into her skin. Ah, that feels good. Your hands are so strong and dexterous, Topsy. Yeah. I guess that's from chopping firewood and shoveling snow. Life out here isn't easy, you know. I try to distract myself with conversation, but Mirari doesn't play along. She goes quiet, seemingly content to allow herself to be watched while she enjoys a hot bath. This is bad. If I keep going like this, it's only a matter of time before... Pulling my waist back as I react to Mirari's body. The sensation of her soft, unblemished skin, the smell of her already clean body, sight of her bare skin. Okay, I think it's about how to do it. You're all clean now. Huh? Already? Well, you didn't even reach my butt yet. Don't tempt me, Mirari. I'm already on the brink of losing it here. No, I think you do that part yourself. Washing your back is one thing, but any lower than that is a bit. A blush that I avert my gaze. So, washing the lower half is no good? Exactly. In that case... Mirari begins to twist her body towards me. Will you wash my chest next? I try to look away and Mirari's bust comes into view. Even though I've seen her naked body before, the current situation is completely different than last time. Mirari is neither cold nor shivering. She isn't near-deaf, mask quivering. But she isn't a near-deaf mask quivering on my floor. She's a warm, flesh and blood being asking me for earnestly to touch her body. I don't think it's a good idea either. Why not? Isn't it obvious? I mean, there's a reason why you've never bathed with a male apart from your father, right? Yes, but we were already bathing, so what's the harm? This girl, I don't know if I want to hug her or push her down. Mustering my remaining self-control, I stand up, get out of the bathtub, and turn around. Sorry, but you have to do that rest yourself. If you need help, please call for Fuyu instead. Topsy, wait! Hey! Phew, I feel much better now. It's been so long since I last enjoyed a hot bath. Oh, Princess, you're finally out. How was it? Do human baths compare to Fably to Oz? To be honest, it was pretty cramped in there. It seems like human bathtubs are only made for 1 or 2 people at a time. Seriously, that's so weird. How are you supposed to clean one another in a bathtub as cramped as that? Indeed, I wonder the same thing. Though I suppose it does make bathing more intimate. Even though it certainly was cramped, I couldn't say I didn't enjoy myself. While Mirari happily recites her new experience, I slumped down on the couch, completely and utterly exhausted. While Mirari happily recites her new experience, I slumped down on the couch, completely and utterly exhausted. With my eyes closed and my body limp, I allow myself to sink into the couch as the tensions begin to slip away. It may have been a relaxing bath for you, Mirari, but personally I don't think I've ever felt more stressed after bathing. It took all my willpower just to refrain from doing something I could never take back. Honestly, I'm more tired now than before I entered the bath. So, are you going to go in next, Fuyu? I left the water in just in case you want to take a bath yourself. Nah, I'm good. I'll just look the important spots clean, no need for a full bath. As quickly as my consciousness has begun to slip, I suddenly open my eyes wide as I hear something which confirms my pre-bath prediction. You never change, Fuyu. Okay, have it your way. I'll go get started on dinner while you two relax. Mirari heads to the kitchen, wasting no further time on relaxation. Having already cleaned my bag dutifully, it seems Mirari plans on moving straight onto her next self-assignment.